They called him the Spare. They raised him in castles and corridors built on silence, secrets and ceremony. But what happens when the one they deemed extra becomes the one who exposes everything? This is not just about royalty. This is about survival. This is about one man choosing peace over performance and freedom over a facade. For years, Harry played his royal part, smiling for cameras while battling silent pain. The unresolved grief and relentless scrutiny took their toll, leading to struggles with mental health that went largely ignored. The world saw a rebellious prince, but missed the deeper pain behind the headlines. Panic attacks and anxiety haunted him, symptoms of a system that offered little room for vulnerability. His relationships with his father and brother grew strained, bound by duty and silence. The royal motto, "Never complain, never explain," left no space for honesty. Harry's attempts to seek help were met with stoicism, deepening his isolation. This struggle forged his resolve to seek a different path, one where personal peace mattered more than royal performance. Protecting his wife and children became his catalyst for change. He realized survival meant breaking the silence, even if it meant challenging the institution itself. The fire of his struggle became the fuel for his awakening. Harry's unheard voice was about to become impossible to ignore. The dam finally broke with Harry's memoir Spare, a reckoning, not just a story. For decades, others told his tale. Now he reclaimed it in his own words. The book's raw honesty shook the monarchy, revealing private struggles and family rifts. He wrote of altercations, loneliness and wounds that never healed. Some called it betrayal, others saw courage, a desperate attempt to be understood. Harry's act was a direct challenge to royal tradition, transparency over mystique, truth over silence. He showed the world the dark side of the fairy tale, replacing tabloid narratives with his own. The reaction was divided, some empathized, others condemned, but the conversation had changed forever. Harry risked everything to tell his truth, pulling back the curtain on royal life. The monarchy could never be seen the same way again. He gambled his legacy for honesty, and the world was forced to listen. Silence was no longer an option. In many families, one member becomes the scapegoat, the one blamed for deeper problems. Harry fit this role, the spare, the rebel, the one who married outside tradition. When he and Meghan spoke out, blame shifted to them, deflecting attention from the institution's flaws. By labelling Harry the problem, the monarchy avoided confronting its own issues. Harry's hope was for reconciliation, not destruction. He wanted understanding and change. The palace responded with silence, closing ranks and refusing to engage. This dynamic is universal. Many know the pain of being cast out for speaking truth. Harry's story became relatable, a son and brother misunderstood by his own kin. Sometimes the family you're born into isn't where you find belonging or healing. His journey exposed a difficult truth. Speaking up often means standing alone. Faced with an unyielding system, Harry made a pivotal choice. He chose his own family. He vowed to protect Meghan and their children, determined not to repeat history. Royal life threatened their well-being, so he broke the cycle of emotional suppression and duty over self. By stepping away, Harry chose a healthier legacy for his children, one where feelings mattered and safety came first. Letting go of hope for reconciliation was painful but necessary for peace. He released the need for royal approval, finding liberation in acceptance. Harry affirmed his self-worth, declaring his family's happiness non-negotiable. No longer the spare or scapegoat, he became the protagonist of his own story. He defined himself by honesty, compassion and courage, not by a title. This was his true escape from the gilded cage. Harry chose to be a free man, husband and father above all else. Free from royal duty, Harry built a new life based on purpose, not birthright. With Meghan, he founded the Arkwell Foundation, focusing on mental health, digital wellness and community. He continued his mother's legacy, but on his own terms. The Invictus Games, his creation, became a symbol of healing and service. In California, Harry lost titles and status but gained freedom and authenticity. He became a present husband and father, far from the relentless British press. Now he connects with people as Harry, the veteran, advocate, and dad. By sharing his struggles, he earned respect through honesty, not deference. He traded a crown for a voice, finding deeper meaning and connection. Harry's new legacy is one of service, healing, and genuine human connection. They lost a spare, but the world gained a truth-teller, a father, a husband, a man who risked it all to heal out loud. Harry is no longer waiting for the palace gates to open, because he has already walked through a better one, the gate of freedom. And to anyone who's ever been cast aside by their own blood, let Prince Harry remind you, your worth is not tied to their silence. You don't have to earn love that should have been freely given. It's time to move forward, Prince, not as the spare, but as the man who finally chose himself. Healing doesn't always look like reconciliation. Sometimes it's choosing peace over people who loved you conditionally.